Thanks all. Thanks very much. I stand here proud to stand with you against Obamacare.
What's up with his mic?
I'm proud to stand against the funding, and I want to remind you that we were here almost 4 years ago when we first began doing battle against this lousy piece of legislation. It was unconstitutional then. It's unconstitutional now. The decision that was made by the Supreme Court didn't change that. And tens of thousands of you came here to do battle. This Capitol building was surrounded by American patriots. Who was here on that day when you surrounded this Capitol? Yeah. I will never forget it. I'll never forget your faces either. We've got to come and do battle constantly. Now, back then, we brought this legislation. I wrote an amendment, and I offered it on February 15th, the day after Valentine's Day, 2011, that cut off all the funding to implement or enforce Obamacare. That's what we need to do now. And we can't allow a rule to be written that will allow the rug to get jerked out from underneath us. We've got to defund it now. Of all that we have done to kill Obamacare, they passed it by legislative shenanigan and by hook and by crook. It never was the will of the American people. It's always been the will of the American people to repeal it and to defund it. The tool we now have in our toolbox is to cut off all funding to implement or enforce Obamacare and do it before it starts to get implemented formally on October 1st. That means now. And the president has no constitutional authority to grant a waiver to anybody. He took an oath to uphold the Constitution of the United States, and he has defied his own oath of office multiple times. And in fact, he's done so with Obamacare multiple times. So let's hold him to his oath. Let's cut off all funding on Obamacare. Let's vote down anything that funds Obamacare. Let's vote down anything that implements it. Let's vote down anything that enforces Obamacare. And let's give the American people what they demand. We demand our constitutional rights and our God-given liberty, and we demand our freedom back. God bless you. Let's continue this fight. We can't blink in the face of a little bit of adversity. Thank you all very much.